This is Larry with Parable Power. I've got a question for you today. What are you listening to? What are you listening to? Did you know that of the scores of news organizations in the United States of America, most of them are owned by 6 corporations? The heads of those corporations typically do not love the Lord. What are you listening to? We're being programmed by the Prince of Darkness and we don't even recognize it. In the United States of America today, we're seeing record numbers of people filled with anxiety, depression, and suicide. What are you listening to? The good news is that today's Wisdom Builder reveals to us the secret of overcoming depression. Let's watch it together.
Welcome to Wisdom Builder. Today's word of wisdom is from Proverbs 12:25, in the New King James Version of the Bible. Here it is. Anxiety in the heart of man causes depression, but a good word makes it glad. Listen to it again. Anxiety in the heart of man causes depression, but a good word makes it glad. Proverbs 12:25. We live in a day when people are filled with anxiety. Many Americans are bombarded daily with a stream of negative, manipulated and opinionated news stories. We are served up a daily menu of crime, protests, riots, inhumane brutality, political upheaval, pandemics, and whatever is sensational enough to keep the audience coming back for more. Today's so-called journalists do not even take the time to fact-check stories, especially if the story fits what they want you to hear. The major news networks rarely focus on good news or heroic, heartwarming stories. Such reports are overshadowed by doom and gloom. Studies show that people who constantly consume this stream of bad news become filled with anxiety. This can lead to numerous emotional and physical health problems. U.S. health statistics reveal an ever-increasing number of Americans suffering with depression and thoughts of suicide. Proverbs 12:25 identifies the solution. A good word makes the heart glad. Think about that for a moment. A good word makes the heart glad. We must consume good news to be healthy. Listen to the words of the Apostle Paul in his letter to the Philippians. Finally, brethren, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there is any virtue and if there is anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. Paul concludes by stating what happens when we do this. And the God of peace will be with you. God has promised to make our hearts glad and give us His peace when we find and consider that which is good. He has given us His word just for this purpose. One last thing before we rehearse Proverbs 12:25. As believers in Christ, we are called to minister grace to the hearers. In other words, you can help to lift others out of anxiety, fear and depression by sharing good news with them. You should ask God to give you opportunities to share with others in need. Then, prepare yourself. Your opportunities will come. Sometimes, all it takes is a smile and a kind word to deliver a person from danger. We should all stop and take a minute to think about the power we possess as we trust in God. Here is today's word of wisdom. Listen to it again. Anxiety in the heart of man causes depression, but a good word makes it glad. Proverbs 12:25. Listen to it again. Anxiety in the heart of man causes depression, but a good word makes it glad. Proverbs 12:25. Now, repeat the verse after me. Anxiety in the heart of man causes depression, but a good word makes it glad. Proverbs 12:25. Try it again. Anxiety in the heart of man causes depression. But a good word makes it glad. Proverbs 12:25. One more time. Anxiety in the heart of man causes depression. But a good word makes it glad. Proverbs 12:25. Good job. Now, try saying the entire verse. Anxiety in the heart of man causes depression. But a good word makes it glad. Proverbs 12:25. As you meditate on this verse this week, our prayer is that God will speak to you and prepare you to share good news with others. Thank you for listening to Wisdom Builder. If you need more practice memorizing this verse, you can access our practice track on parablepower.com. The latest tracks are located near the top of our homepage. To locate other tracks, just select Wisdom from the main menu. All of our Wisdom Builder tools can be found there. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel, and follow, like, and share this episode. This will help others to find and benefit from Wisdom Builder. Be sure to watch for the announcement of the Parable Power app. Our app will help you build wisdom with your phone. Thanks again for watching, and don't miss the next episode of Wisdom Builder.